density, low incomes, and little to no infrastructure. But from our perspective, these areas are characterized by enormous amounts of opportunity, untapped opportunity. So now these are images from all over the world. Informal settlements are not a South African occurrence. All parts of South Asia, Southeast Asia, South America, and obviously the rest of Africa. And the number and scale and size of informal settlements outside of South Africa are much larger than the informal settlements we have in South Africa. Now, one of the significant challenges of informal settlements is this incidence and spread of fires. Fires rarely begin in one home and end in one home. They take out a number of homes, displacing hundreds or thousands or even 10,000s of people in a single blaze, as we saw in Hout Bay 2 weeks ago. And once again, the informal settlement fire challenge is not a South African challenge. It is a global one. So just some statistics. According to the most recent census, it's actually gone up, but about 2.1 million, there are 2.1 million shacks in South Africa, which are home to about 8 to 10 million South Africans, which is a huge portion of our population. In the decade of 2000 and 2010, 250,000 people were displaced when 70,000 shacks were destroyed. These numbers are slowly ticking up for the reason that we've heard in the previous speaker's presentation, is that of the urbanization rates. So this is a natural phenomenon. People are coming into cities at larger and larger rates, seeking economic opportunities, and the only place that can grow in our cities, in our metros specifically in South Africa, are the informal settlements. There's fair amount of land available that does not require to be bought, and obviously people need places to stay. So where we're seeing growth is in our informal spaces. And this is, once again, a global phenomenon. I'm trying to juxtapose this as a global thing and not a South African thing to give you an understanding of where our business is going. About half of the world's population already lives in the cities. So just to give you a feel of numbers, in Central and South America, 128 million people live in informal settlements. In Sub-Saharan Africa, 166 million. And just South Asia is 262 million. But globally, 1 billion people will be considered living in these areas. And this is set to grow to 1.4 billion in the next 3 years now. So what is the challenge of informal settlement fire? So in a nutshell, cooking, lighting, and heating methods are of a high fire risk nature. Homes are made from highly flammable materials and built extremely close together.